Recorded Books presents Wider Than the Sky by Katherine Rothschild, narrated by Sandy Rustin. Chapter 1. Hope and Other Feathered Things. You know how you can read a poem like 10 times and still not get it? Teachers say, just read it again because something magic happens and suddenly you'll get it. Well, the day my dad died, I totally understood this Emily Dickinson poem called Hope is the Thing with Feathers. Not like the understanding helped. Poems can't bring people back to life. But suddenly getting poetry was a weird little gift that got me through what happened next. On that day, my sister, Blythe, and I stumbled into a windowless, overly air-conditioned room in Huntington Hospital. Inside we found a doctor, my cashmere-sweatered mom, and a cluster of silent machines, and my dad's dead body. No one said he was dead. No one had to. The space his soul had taken up in the room had vanished. The doctor unhooked one more monitor and put her hand way too casually on my dad's dead leg. Take as much time as you need. Like time was what we needed. When the doctor was gone, my mom reached for us, and we ran to her like we'd survived a plane crash or something, which I guess we kind of had. We were surviving this empty room, weathering it the way our bikes did the ocean air, oxidizing and cracking, and crying. There were tears, teary questions, and more tears. When we finally stepped back to wipe our noses, the air filled with the silence only hospitals can achieve. A bustle and racket in the outside, but in here, no more beeping. I felt a stone in my heart, round and cold, sharp against my sternum. Then someone cleared his throat. A man stood in the doorway. For a blink of mind time, I was sure it was my dad. He couldn't be dead. He had barely even been sick. He was fine. He was right there. May I? He let the question hang in the air like Southerners do, like my dad did. Had. Maybe we were all thinking the same thing, because no one said a word. Then he stepped into the room, beneath the glaring fluorescent lights. He was not my dad. Of course, he wasn't my dad. My dad wasn't anywhere. When we walked through the jerking automatic hospital doors, the stone in my heart knew my dad was gone. And this man? He was just some random middle-aged guy with sandy hair, standing beside us, staring at a dead body like a total creeper. Blythe and I turned to our mom. She was looking from my dad to this guy and back to my dad. When she spoke, her voice cracked. Charlie? He nodded. She swept the salty mascara from her cheeks and pushed her short curls behind her ears. She cleared her throat. Girls, I have to take a moment. I'll be back. Stay with your father. As if he needed supervising. Then my mom walked into the hallway with a stranger. I took my sister's hand and squeezed. My mom's voice rose above the din. No, not for at least a month. We don't have a month, the man said. Silence. I held my breath, listening. I thought we agreed to see this through. His voice was almost too soft to hear. Allies. We are. My mom's voice hitched. We are. I won't stay, even though... He coughed, and I lost the words. I won't attend the memorial, but you must come up by next week. There was a long silence when I wondered if she would ask, come up where? But she didn't. Footsteps fell behind us, and I finally looked away from my dad long enough to see that she'd come back.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?